Okay, well, I guess everything is working. So hey everyone, Arctic Shadow here, and welcome back to Splatoon 2. I'm continuing on from what was technically last night's video, I guess, when I was playing until near 4 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, so the Splatfest is still going on. I think it's supposed to go on until Sunday, but, well, I have some time now, and I'm not too far off from my goal, so... Well then, I wasn't gonna say anything, but... Rated E for everyone, everybody! Okay, so yeah, as you can see, I'm not too far off from getting the max rank. My turn to jump over your head. So, yeah, I don't think this has to be a necessarily long stream. Assuming, of course, that it doesn't take me forever to get to the end. And, yeah, I guess I'll just jump into it now. Okay, well, we already have... Oh, Christina V. I doubt that's the Christina V that I'm familiar with. aka one of my favorite voice actresses. Aka one that I kind of have a not-so-secret crush on because she's super talented, she's voiced a lot of characters I like, and she's, like, super beautiful, and her singing voice is super beautiful, too, and... Anyways... yeah. So, I guess let's go. Okay, this person has... Yeah, you have the same strategy that I do. Okay, good. Hopefully you and I are gonna get along just fine. Oh, those are our missiles. The flashbacks are real. Oh, yep, see, here's the missiles. Oh! Man, I almost ran into that one. Wait, who's there? Oh, nobody. Nobody I need to worry about. Okay. I guess I'm gonna go to where Christina V is. Oh dear. Well. Oh. Ah. I see what you're trying to do. You're gonna almost... Or, no, you succeeded. Actually, no, you didn't. Your teammate did, but somebody avenged me. Apparently it was Christina V. Ironic. Okay, I guess you have that area, I'll take this area. And hopefully not die in the process. Although, I think this is pretty close to where the enemy spawns, so... Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go to where you're at. Oh, I almost fell into the water. Dang it. Ah, well, I couldn't get another... I say it's about even, but... Okay, well, I was half right. Well, one more battle. Doesn't matter if I win or lose. I get it anyway. Okay, I guess let me check the stream. Yeah, it's an odd game, but it's oddly satisfying. I thought it was kind of weird too, and then I watched Tom Fox play the first one, and I thought, you know, I can actually kind of get behind this. Almost reminds me a bit of, like, a weird Jet Set Radio reboot. Except, of course, it's obviously not Jet Set Radio. Okay, and now we're waiting. Yep, I'm waiting. It's like, you know, on the Wii U, considering it had the gamepad with the screen built into it, while you were waiting you had that little mini game you could play. Here, well, not so much, since the Switch doesn't have that, since it is a screen. And the Joy-Cons, well, the Joy-Cons are not screens. So you cannot program that with this game. But at least you had something to kind of do while you were waiting. Here, all I can do is just stare at the little squids just swimming upwards and listen to this and get a disconnection, and yeah. Well, you had a very awesome name, Christina V. Which reminds me of one of my favorite VAs that I crush on for voicing a lot of characters that I've crushed on, like Shantae. Let's see, okay. Oh my god, Seto is here. Seto Kaiba! Alright. We got us a live one! Let's see, and port mackerel. Yeah, wait. Where were we before? I think we were here before. Or no? Wait, I don't even know anymore. Well, I guess if I really wanted to, I can just look back on the stream. So then was that the shifty station? Because if so, that one was actually pretty legit. It was not frustrating as all hell. Okay. Oh, I actually got somebody with that. Man. Now that I know that I can do that, I love doing that. It also makes me feel kind of like Iron Man. Like when he lands and he does the superhero landing. Like, I'm doing a superhero landing every time I land. Well, you know what I mean. And apparently somebody died. Oh. Ah, jeez. I don't speak lead speak, so I'm sorry. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go with Seto Kaiba here. Where, hopefully, he's not in the middle of death. Death would be very bad. Oh, jeez. Oops, well, sorry, I led you into death, I'm sorry. And there's nobody. That's not good. Oh. Okay, yeah, because... Oh! Nope, 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 get away. Ah. Damn it, it's a sniper. Let's gang up on him. Ah! Jeez. Okay, no meat bags, I guess. I'm heading your way as soon as the game decides to let me go your way. Please, don't be near death. Is that the same guy that got me before? No, I don't think so. Oh, great. Yeah, I think we're gonna... They're driving us back. Yeah. I don't think there's any good way we can come out of this one. Like, seriously, look at that. They're literally, like, right at our doorstep. Oh, well. I won't go down with this ship! I won't curve myself and surrender! There won't be no white flag above my door. Is that how the song goes? I think so. Assuming anyone knows what song I'm mentioning. And... that does not look like 43 versus 49. I'm just saying. It looks more like 49 versus 37. Maybe less. Well, there you go. I did it! I kind of wish I could have got the top rank on a higher note. But, well, I did it. I am the Mushroom King! Yep, so I'll be having mushrooms and seeing Burger King on fire, singing What Is Love all day. You could say that... what was I gonna say? Like, this is the most elaborate setup for a random inside joke ever. Trying to get max rank all the way in almost one night, just so I could say that. Alright, I guess let me just check stream here. Ah, hello there. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. You know, I recently did manage to get the first 3 games. I just haven't gone through all of them, but... yeah, but I mean, case in point, Christina V voices, like, so many characters that I like. Like Mio from K-On! Sailor Mars. Well, the new Sailor Mars. Shantae. Risky Boots from the same game. And then, of course, she's a badass singer. So it's like, yep. Oh, and then she's also Homura, and Madoka. Uh-oh. Ah! Jeez. I'm pretty sure I mentioned Mio already. Ah, jeez, a bomb in my face. Yeah, going back to me being a Mio fanboy from the last stream. Let's see. Well, I guess I already have the max rank now, but whatever I do now is basically just to kind of help with the Splatoon, or the Splatfest results. Ah, jeez, where did that come from? Oh, apparently it came from you. Trapped. You're named after a Brianna Knickerbocker song, as well as a Doki Doki October Horizon poem. And, ah, jeez, there was a death. From Sorry. Okay, maybe I shouldn't. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, okay, nobody's behind me. Well, except you, but you're not gonna try to kill me. Okay, where is... Okay, we're here now. Can I kind of sneak up on you? I did sneak up on you. Ha! I killed Trapped. In your face, Trapped! Oh. And Sorry got the missiles off. Let me see, I'm just gonna stay here. Okay. Have the missiles landed yet? I guess so. Let's see. I will finish what I started. Ah, seriously. Well, I almost want to say we got it. Oh, that looks like a T-Rex in the middle. Or some kind of monster or boogums. Like, raw, I'm gonna eat ya. Okay, yep, so. I am the Mushroom King! I am the king of seeing Burger King on fire. Okay, yes. So she's Compa in the Neptunia games. Okay. I knew that voice sounded familiar. Okay. Yeah, so I only played a little bit of the first game, and I mean like maybe 3 hours tops before I don't know what happened. Not because I didn't like the game, but I had to... There was some other game that I kind of got wrapped up in on the side. And of course, I still want to get back to the first game as soon as I can. And the Chronicles of Rolonium. That's a mouthful. Okay, so this isn't the shifty, or this is the shifty station. Oh, I remember those things. So what we want to do is just hurl them at our enemies and not have it get hurled at us right back. Oops. I don't know where I'm going. This is going to be chaos in itself, and I had like 2 different people after me. What was I supposed to do? Well... Oops. They're right at our doorstep! Yeah, I don't know. Well... Like I said, I got what I wanted. Anything extra is basically just me helping the team. Ah, no. Jeez. You and your paintbrush. Snom. And Grey Cheese got the hammer. Oops. I have you now. Or maybe I didn't have you at all. Okay, finally I got somebody. Sniper! Ah, well, at least I took you down with me. Okay, I'm gonna go over to where Seto Kaiba is, assuming he's not near death. He is... Aha! I got you. I see you also like the dual squelchies. Well, as you can see, I am a fan of them as well. But I am the master. Master of Death. Yeah, pretty much that's me, Master of Death. I would like to be the Grim Reaper, the Collector of Souls. It is very dark and lonely where I am right now. Last night I had a dream. I was surrounded by maggots. And this horse, who was talking like Christopher Walken. He just looked me dead in the face and he said, "Hello." I did not see you there. How are you doing this fine evening, good sir? Okay, can I just... okay, I'm gonna do it now. There. Well, at least I got my superhero landing off. It did nothing, but hey, it looked cool. I mean, I suppose I could also be leveling up myself. Which isn't too bad in itself. I think that lets me access more weapons as I go along. Huh. You know, it's funny you mention that. I didn't get a notification from YouTube on Discord either. And, oh, well, I guess it had to happen eventually. We are going to have a mushroom versus mushroom fight. In other words, a fight that doesn't matter. Oh, it was the Manta Maria, I guess, that we were on the first time. Brother, my brother, tell me what are we fighting for? We've got to end this war. To love another. And I don't remember the song. I have the song, but yeah, I haven't heard the whole thing in years. Once again, assuming people know what song I'm going on about. Uh-oh, I'm in a bad spot. Let me out! Okay. Superhero landing. So yeah, in a sense, nobody wins, but nobody loses either. I see you are also a fan of the dually squelchers. Well played. Well played, my boy, or my girl in this case. Uh-oh. Get out of the way. It's like I just threw that randomly. Uh-oh, it's all purple here. Ah! He's mad with power! Okay, I guess I'm going somewhere. Ah, jeez. Well, somebody got you, Margot. Margot. When I was younger, well, I doubt she would be watching these, but there was this girl named Margot that I thought was pretty cute and pretty in my time in school, but once again, like, way totally out of my league, so, like, no. I hear seagulls. I hear voices. I hear voices and they're telling me hello. I took down my rival. Oh, okay, I guess Margot was my rival. Well, at least I can be satisfied at that accomplishment. There. Go somewhere. You didn't go very far. Well, like I said, this match doesn't even matter. Because we both win and lose. Yeah, well, I guess since I already got to the top rank, maybe I might stop in a while. I don't know exactly. It has never been used in any later game. Oh, you're talking about... Okay, let me read. The first Neptunia has it's a bit drawn length, but it has more background to the characters, and it's remake for the PC, and is far more under development. Also, the battle system is very unique. Yeah, I'll give it that. I've never really had a battle system quite like that game before. I think the closest that comes to that would be like Bravely Default, and even then, it's not even. They're two totally different concepts in themselves. So you're telling me that that battle system is not used in any game after that? Wow. Oh, let's see. Okay, you have the same idea that I do. Wow, it seems like a lot of you guys have the same ideas that I do. You're doing all the things that I like to do when I start off. Splat your own turf, like right when you spawn. Split off. Do not die. Okay. Are you near death? Almost. Okay. Uh-oh. I hate that one. Well, it was either die to the Gatling gun or die to the rocket power man. That's what I'm gonna call him then, the rocket power man. Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, there you are. Oh, I see you have a similar taste in fashion as I do. Well, this will not do, though. I'm very sorry. But I must defeat you. Oh man, it's like, now I'm here like, come back here! Okay, fine. I give up. I guess I'm going this way. Uh-oh. He's gone mad with power! But I got him. Oh wait, that was the guy that killed me the first time this round. Well, I avenged myself. That's good! But now I don't know what else to do. That's bad. Well, I know what to do. I just don't know how I'm gonna be able to... Ah! Oh, I actually survived that one. I did not think I was going to. Uh-oh. Okay, let me just... Okay, do my Iron Man landing, which unfortunately didn't really do anything. Okay, I have no idea here. It looks kind of even. Oh, well... I guess I was half right. Okay... Well... Oh my god, someone's literally named Human. Ah! A human! Okay, no. Let me see what's going on now. Let's see, reason being people back in 2010 did hate it, since they could not understand the concept behind the battle system at all. Even though it could not be easier to be understood. Well, admittedly, when I first tried it, I didn't know what I was doing. But I had to get into a few more battles to kind of get the grasp of it. So... Okay, well, I guess I can maybe see why people would get upset over it, because... Yeah, I actually did struggle to understand it the first time myself. But... I didn't really get angry at it. I just kind of stopped and I was just here like, okay, I guess there's something that I'm not seeing here. Which, like, when I first played Final Fantasy 13, I didn't understand the battle system for that either. Like, I didn't understand, like, how you were supposed to stagger enemies and how that, like, helped you in boss battles easily. So I struggled a lot. But once I did understand it, I was like, it went a lot better for me. Because it's like I actually knew what I was doing. Uh-oh. Somebody's... Oh, jeez. Well, that just annihilated me. But yeah, it's like in that case, for Final Fantasy 13, I know I've seen people complain a lot about how they don't like the battle system in that game. Basically, just how... Well... Like how... Well, one of the complaints I remember was how it was kind of slow, especially when you're changing between your classes. Which they fixed in Final Fantasy 13 too. And then, well, with Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13, the third one, they got rid of that completely. And it became more of an action RPG, which I know some people weren't too thrilled with. And which is also kind of what happened when they put out Final Fantasy 15. Oh! It became an action RPG as well. Or, well, it ended up being. I don't know if... Well, chances are, considering it probably was intended to be like that. Oops. Okay, I'm dead. You are dead, dead, dead. Thought you were hot, guess what? You're not. Oh, I got somebody. There, I saved your life. Now somebody save mine. Yeah, nobody saved my life. Literally killed me. Okay, that's not gonna really take me that far, but... Or, okay, actually, no, good enough. And, well... But anyways, well, the point I was trying to make was that... It takes a lot for me to completely hate a battle system so much that I don't try to learn it. Like, the game would have to be completely awful for me to be like, yeah, I don't even want to bother anymore. Like Paper Mario Sticker Star. That game had a very awful battle system. And that system also kind of screws you over if you don't know what you're doing. Which, how would you know what you're supposed to do if you don't have like a guide or psychic powers to look into the future? And even then, in that game, the battles were actually kind of pointless. Like, you didn't actually need to do battles, especially since there was no leveling up, and that game was just total garbage in general, and I hated it. That's why to this day, I hold it as one of my paradigm games of what makes a bad game. It's a bad game, it's a bad RPG, it has a bad battle system, it's just bad all around. Let's see, the way items are used in the game is also a reason people hating it. And the story was not to their likings either. Long story short, they hated the game for what it was, and that in every way. Well, a lot of people hated on Final Fantasy XIII as well, but I ended up liking it. Oh, it's a 10 times battle. But then, like I've said before, I guess, I'm usually, like, overly forgiving on certain things. So I'm willing to look past, like, a certain game's flaws if I enjoy it enough, for whatever reason, whether it be the story or the gameplay. And at least I can say Final Fantasy XIII's attempts at world building, it was interesting enough for me to keep me invested. Ah, I couldn't get anything in. So at least, in the hopes that Hyperdimension Neptunia's world building, characters, everything is enough to keep me invested. Uh-oh. A total annihilation! Okay, oh my god, you shot me in the middle of the air. Wait. Oh, I almost thought that said Kotanoa, but that says Koto Skies. I was like, oh my god, Kotanoa's in this game! Quick! Make sure nobody gives her a knife! Otherwise she will murder me! Like she did to Sekai, even though Sekai deserved it. Because Sekai was so manipulative and evil. And there I go again, talking about stuff most people don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, hammer! It's hammer time! Oh. Oh, okay, well, you got that person. Okay, well, anyways, well, I guess what I'm trying to say is, depending on how the game grows on me, I'll probably be willing to look past the flaws and whatever. Like, yeah, for the most part it does seem to kind of draw on for a while, but I mean, I do want to go back to it. I just, like I said, I don't remember what exactly happened, but I just got kind of wrapped up in another game, and I just kind of moved away from that. And, well, I at least have the first 3 games, which I know you mentioned that where you live, or, well, you didn't mention, but that they sold the games in, like, this sort of 3-pack, but at least in the States, we did not get that 3-pack, so I ended up having to buy the games individually, which, I mean, no problem. I got them for relatively cheap. I got them for under $50 together, which is almost more or less what I imagine I would have paid if I had bought the, what do you call it, that collection that had all 3 of them. And at least I had always been interested in the concept behind it, so at the very least, I mean, I was willing to kind of put that bit of effort into tracking down the 3 games. Now I'm just kind of waiting to get the 4th one, although that probably won't be for a while longer. I'm kind of waiting to see if I can find it at a lower price eventually, and especially since I can't exactly go too willy-nilly on buying games right now, given what's kind of going on with me right now, IRL. It's like, yeah, I can't really, but it's on my to-do list, as I always say. Oh, I don't know. Who's there? Ah. Uh-oh, missiles, missiles. I'm in a bad spot. Okay, we got a sniper. It's too bad I can't just sneak up on him. Okay, got him. Uh-oh. Ah, jeez. Okay, Diz. I'm heading your way. Your name is part of the word Disney. AKA my attempts at saying the company that shall not be named, but is technically not the company that shall not be named, so therefore they cannot get mad at me. So long as I do not mention them by name, I should be fine. Which is why I never mention them by name. Like, or any of the characters that I do impressions of by name. You know, kind of like this funny voice. Or how about this one? Ho ho! I own freaking Star Wars and Marvel! You can't stop me! Uh-oh. Well, I love how I said that to him as I took him down, but then the sniper person took me down after that. I don't know, that's just kind of weird to me, like... Harmonia. Okay, well. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do here. Probably not much of anything, if I'm being real. Yeah, especially if that happens. And considering the game takes forever to respawn me. And what in the world? Oh, okay, apparently she died. See, like, exactly. The game took too long, and she died. So I couldn't head her way. Well, I think we lost this one anyway, so... Oh yeah, definitely we lost. Man, that does not look like 64 versus 28. That looks more like 64 versus, like, 35, maybe? I don't know. Something close to that. Man, I'm just here like, where do they get their percentages from? Let's see, it looks like somebody's fighting in the October Horizon main chat. Man, well... Let me see, when it came to item use in battle, they complained that the characters did not use as often as they could. Okay. Therefore, totally forgetting, or rather ignoring, that you, as the player, dictate the percentage of how often a certain item is used by a character. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess now that you mention it, I don't think I've ever used an item in what little I have played of the first game. But then, well, I guess that's mostly just because I haven't gotten to a point to where I needed to use an item. Okay, looks like I might get kicked out of this soon. Unless I start having more people show up, and... Well, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Yeah. Well, I guess... I might actually just take that as my cue to dip out. Unless, yeah, I guess unless anyone wants to stay and chat with me a while longer, then... Yeah, I guess I might just end the stream there. Because, like I said, I accomplished what I set out to do and get to become the Mushroom King. And, yeah. At least, I don't see anything... Oh, let's see. The rhythm bot has... Oh, I see. Well. I don't even know how to use the rhythm bot. And I don't know if, like... Considering how often I've gotten judged on my taste in music, I would almost be afraid to, just because, like, they're gonna be, like... harping on me because I like a certain artist or song or whatever. Like with... what was it? In high school, I know I used to get made fun of a lot for liking Cascada, like I've said in the past. For the music, and... Oh! Multiplayer maps and modes have been updated. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. Oh, that's why. I guess it's been 2 hours. Well, I've only been playing for a little under an hour. Okay, let's see here. Well... maybe I'll stick around longer then. Maybe I'll check out these... Let's see, we have the Mako Mart, the Reef, and another Shifty Station, which I imagine is going to be a different one. Oh, I see. Well, yeah, well, I guess it's a good thing, or... Well, I guess it is kind of a good thing that I don't know how to use it then. Especially because I'm low-key worried that I'm bothering people. And hey there, Joey. What are you doing, Joey? What you doing there, Joey? Yeah, he's just here by my side here, just staring at me. What do you want, Joey? What does that mean? What does ORF mean? You say ARF, but then I don't know what ARF means. Yeah. Yeah, Joey does this weird howling and growling thing sometimes when he wants something. He used to be a lot more expressive, let's say, when my aunt's dogs were still alive. But now that they're not here anymore, he's kind of quiet. Which, well, it has just become very quiet around here without my aunt and her dogs. Yeah, so not gonna lie, it does get kind of sad sometimes. He was actually best friends with one of my aunt's dogs, and well, so... And this dog actually died a few days before my aunt did. I don't know if Joey misses... Well, I imagine that he probably does miss my aunt. And I guess he does kind of miss his best friend, my aunt's dog. Her name was Tinky. My cousin named her after Tinkerbell. Because at that time, she was obsessed with Tinkerbell. That dog lived to be about 12 years old. And ironically, like, Tinky always used to kind of hate me, in a sense. Like, when I used to visit my aunt with my mom, she would always try to bite my pant legs whenever we would leave. Like, wow, what did I do? But then, when I moved in with my aunt, eventually Tinky kind of got used to me, and, like, she would always, like, stare at me, and her little... what my mom used to call her helicopter tail used to wag, and like she would just look at me expectantly like, please pet me, I want you to pet me now. And I know, like, one of my cousins even questioned like, what's up with Tinky, and my aunt told her like, well, Tinky likes Daniel now. Because, yeah, she got used to me. So I guess, yeah, when Tinky died, that definitely made me kind of sad. That poor little dog. And I know it devastated my aunt a whole lot as well. Because that dog was like her partner in crime, in a sense. They'd always, like, go together, and... I think she even told me, like, how Tinky had, like, her own personal pillow. Like, whenever they went anywhere, Tinky would always have, like, her spot to sit. And, like, sometimes, like when they would go to drive-thrus, and... like, people would be like, oh, what a cute little dog you have there, and... like, I remember when we went to Burger King one time, I went with them, and... yeah, a lot of people... well, the worker lady there was even there, like, oh, what an adorable little dog. Is she a Yorkie, a Yorkshire Terrier? And it's like, yes, she is. Anyways, let me see here. Let me see. Always just the same thing. Same tune. Even I can tune my cock after it. Okay, well. And yeah. So I guess you kind of know what I'm talking about. Which is why it's like... I really do not want to imagine the day when I have to say goodbye to Joey. As it is, like when my mom and I adopted him, he was having a bunch of stomach problems, and he still has a bunch of stomach problems. So I worry about him in that regard. And then considering he's a terrier and sometimes he has, like, well, I don't know if he could suffer a collapsed trachea like one of my aunt's dogs did. So, yeah, like, I'm hoping that he never has to go through what one of my aunt's dogs did. The one that was named Chompers from... I mentioned in the To the Moon streams. The one that was like super smart and could talk to you in a sense. The one that was kind of bossy. Yeah, that was terrible as well. Like, I still remember when my cousin had to take her to the... Well, actually, no, both my cousins actually took her to the emergency vet. I stayed with my aunt. And I still remember when my aunt got that phone call from my two cousins, and I just remember I could hear her crying, and I was like, oh my god, please don't tell me. And, well, sure enough, I walked in there, and she just looked at me, and she was still crying hard, and she told me they put Chompers down. And then, of course, well, there was the other... Well, there was Tinky, and then there was another one named Lucky. All three of them were Yorkshire Terriers, right? So they all kind of suffered the same sort of collapsed trachea problem. Although in Lucky's case, she was actually kind of going blind, and she wasn't eating all that well. So she was actually losing a lot of weight. And then, what was it? One day in August, she was like bumping into walls, and like what Tinky would sometimes do is she would like grab her, like kind of grab onto her with her mouth kind of and try to drag her to like away from the walls and whatever. But it was just so sad seeing her just bumping into walls, and then as it was, she wasn't eating right, so she was very weak. And that's why, like, when my aunt called my cousin and like, what do we do? This is poor dog. What do we do for her anymore? And I remember my aunt even asked me, like, what do you think we should do? And I was just there like, oh my god, please don't ask me that. I don't want to say it. And she kept telling me, well, say it. I'm like, no. How could I say... Like, it was just terrible all around, and well, so Lucky had to be put down as well. And then finally in October, Tinky ended up having to be put down. And then a few days after that, my aunt passed away. So, yeah. Those dogs were literally her companions. And unfortunately, they were getting on in years, and well, yeah, so. And I see, so you mentioned your cat Rasputin. Well, yeah, I guess if you put it that way, like, I'm going to guess that Rasputin did not, like, he wasn't going through any sort of, like, anything that my aunt's dogs did as bad. Like, he wasn't super sick, or he wasn't having trouble breathing, or anything like that. Which, at least, that is probably the more peaceful way for that to happen. But anyways, well, I made myself sad just remembering my aunt and her dogs. But well, like I said, it hasn't been the same without any of them here, so. And I guess I imagine that if Joy could tell me, he would probably tell me the same thing. Alright, well, I guess. Let me see if I can get my head in the game here. Stop being sad for a while here. As it is, I already feel super stressed and sad as it is. Part of the reason I'm kind of trying to calm down from my stress. Just basically try to relax, and because, like I've mentioned before in the past, like, my stress and my anxiety attacks have gotten the best of me. I've learned to kind of control that better, but, well, I always do fear, like, what will happen if, well, here we go with those two words to cause anxiety. What if, again. Like, what if it gets, like, out of control for me, and I end up having to go back to the emergency room again, and then, well, Joy would be here by himself, and I don't want him to be freaked out by himself, and, you know, there's just a lot of things that kind of go into that. And, oh my god, the bunker games again, really. Okay, well, I guess I want to say that I've experienced at least 3 of the 4 shifty stations then. There was the roller one, there's this one, there's the bouncing twins one, and no joke, I still cannot believe somebody thought that name was okay. Especially because there are no twins! Why did you call it that? Okay, well, I'm going to assume that you have it under control. Are you still there? Yes, you are. Oh, ah, you got me. I can't read your name, but it looks like it says Hornet. Hopefully. I don't think Nintendo would... well, I don't know. with them sometimes. Yeah, like for those of you who don't know, it seems there's been quite a few different controversies about some of the games and the treatment of the fans. I won't really go into it for the sake of this video, or this stream, especially since I'd rather not talk about it. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Ah, I didn't make it. Well, we're not gonna win this one, probably. And I guess, really, I'm not playing as best as I could be. I don't know if it's because I'm still kind of distracted. My depression is kind of kicking in again, or maybe they're just, like, so ruthless. Oh my god, was that Chad? Was it the same Chad from the last stream? I doubt it, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna get this one. Man, it's like I got back here because I'm like, oh right, new stages. And then, yeah, I'm kind of getting... Okay, good. At least you guys have the same idea that I do. Uh-oh. Where are you? Uh-oh. Jeez, I ran out of ink. Yeah, I guess you are Hornet. Bounce like a butterfly and sting like a hornet. Well, I got Hornet. You'll never take me alive. Okay, you're just stuck in there. Let's see. Yeah, there's no... I will be legit surprised if we win this. Yeah, you see, we didn't win this at all. Oh, and she's doing the "don't look at me, I've lost" face. Okay, well. Let's see, it's about 3. It's a 3:15. I don't know how much longer I'll keep going. Let me just check out the... Okay, you got yourself a drink, well. Okay, so Rasputin had a blind eye. Oh, wow. Okay. Man. Well, you didn't really miss much. I was just talking about how it seems my depression has been kicking in lately and making me feel kind of bad. And on top of, like, the anxiety I feel from real life, and now I just feel like I'm being forced to meet all these deadlines and all these sorts of crazy things going about. Like, yeah, I just haven't been feeling all that well. In fact, I've been having a bunch of stomach issues these past few days, and a lot of trouble sleeping, which I guess is evident by the fact that I was streaming until 4 AM in the morning, and I didn't even go to sleep. I still ended up doing a whole bunch of other things, because I didn't feel tired enough. But yeah, well, I guess that's depression for you. Mixed with anxiety. Let's see, Elijah Luke. Elijah Luke? I don't know. And hypercapped. And I cannot pronounce that. Okay, finally. Somewhere new. Okay, what now? Well, we just barely started, so there's really not much I can say. I'm not sure. I think this is new to me. Oh, great. Uh-oh. Out of ink. Don't want that now. Okay, can I do the superhero landing? Okay, well I did it, but unfortunately I didn't really do anything much to anyone or anything. Uh-oh, someone's behind me. Okay, someone got him. Oh great, now someone's behind me again. Or are they? I don't know anymore. It's also confusing. All the helpless people and all the helpless actors and all the helpless inklings. Okay, I'm heading your way, wherever you're at. Man, I still can't get over that I can do that. Uh-oh, somebody did a... Oh, hello, someone... Well... Yeah, booyah. Can I get a booyah? Ah, jeez. That was not a booyah. That was an ouch. Well, I guess... Before I go over there, let me see if I can just... Oh, what's going on? Oh. Ah! They got me. But someone got you. Or someone got them instead. Okay. Hyper Captain, I'm heading your way. Please don't be near death. Okay, you're not near death. Good. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna split off over this way. See if I'll be fine. Uh-oh, nope. Nope. Uh-oh, nope. Well, if they didn't get me, then the other person would have gotten me. Jeez, come on. Seriously, the... Okay, well, at least I got to live for 2 seconds. Oh. I almost want to say we got it. Okay, yeah, we got it. Oh man, that person is level 63. That's more than triple of my level. Well, considering I don't really play this game very much anymore, yeah, I guess it's no surprise compared to, like, the hardcore, dedicated, competitive scene for Splatoon. They're everywhere. Run! Yeah, pretty much. They're in front of me. Or, no, wait, what was that quote? Cannon to the left of me! Cannon to the right of me! Cannon in front of me! Volley and thunder! Yeah, I think that was the quote. More or less. Which, in a sense, kind of works with this. Especially, like, at that one point where I had, like, 3 people after me. Which you could say was probably, like, to my left, right, and front of me. And, oh my god, the bunker games again. Have I mentioned how much I don't like this stage very much? Well, doesn't matter how much I keep saying that I don't like it. I still end up having to keep playing it. Okay, well... Are you gonna go do the plan? No, you're not. No, I'm not gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way. Because I'm gonna do the plan. Which... last time, you all failed miserably. Which is why I'm here like, you guys can't do anything without me sometimes. Or at least it makes me feel that way. Like, what am I gonna do with you guys? Okay, well... Oh, that was a manhole cover, I think. Oh, a baller. Man. Sometimes I wonder what they were thinking when they named some of these. Some of these things. Like, seriously, the bouncy twins. And there are no twins there. Oh, see? I told you! I freaking told you! Oh, jeez. Oh man, oh man, oh man, this is not good. Oh man, yeah, this is not good. We're gonna lose it. See, this is what I mean when you... Ah, we lost it. It's like, see, this is why somebody should... Well, I was trying to be the designated... The designated plan person, but in the end, they kind of just snuck up on me, and... jeez. Yeah, I guess I'm not really playing all that well right now. But, well, we all have our off days, I suppose, so... Or off moments. Well, guess I don't see us winning this one. Especially like, oh wait. Okay. We're all in here. Containment complete. Okay, well, now we gotta get out of here. Oh. Okay, well. Ah. Okay, well, somebody got you. Okay, well, what are you all doing over here? Oh, well. Well, I guess I could have predicted that there would be death over there, but still. The fact that there weren't too many people over there means that they're gonna win. They're gonna have the more area over there, and see, exactly. Exactly my point. Let's see, what time is it? It's 3:30. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll stay on. Well, let's see. Yes, that is from an old war poem. I forget which one right now, but it is. And, well, if I could show off the stage, or, well, I guess I don't usually say this, but, like, if you can just go back and watch the last stream, you'll see why I was questioning, like, why do they call the stage that? And I even made the same joke, where I was like, there's quite a few jokes I could make about the name of this thing alone, but I'm not going to. Because, well, it's too obvious. Even for me, it's too obvious. Okay, the reef. Okay, I think this is the last stage in this rotation that I haven't played. Alright. Or... I don't even know anymore. It matters not. Mr. I can't read that. I can't read Inkling, I'm sorry. Let's see, okay. Yeah, well, you kind of have the same idea I do. Stay behind and try to get as much turf as you can. Well, I guess I'll go forward then and totally mess up some dude's car. Yeah, well, supposedly the ink disappears after a few hours in this world, so I'm not really ruining the guy's car. Well, technically I guess I am if he has to leave, like, right now. But there's nobody else here. I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. No, I think we're alone now. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. Uh-oh. Get out of the way. Oh, great, sniper. Okay, you, I'm heading your way. So I can do my superhero landing. And die. And die. Okay, you, the person whose name I can't pronounce. Are you dead? No. Or yes, I don't know. I don't know anymore, I'm so confused at everything that's happening. Nothing makes sense anymore. When did it make sense to begin with, though? It never did. Okay, I got rid of Wolfie Boy and... Sniper! Finally, I got my revenge. This is for... doing the... thing from... like, 40 seconds ago, I don't know. However long ago it was. When you just surprised me and totally drew me back. Okay, I'm heading out. Gonna do my superhero landing and... Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good. Jeez, okay, well... Ah, you got me. And, yep, it was Wolfie Boy, he got revenge. Okay, well, this looks pretty even. Although I almost want to give it to us. Okay, yes. Okay. Let's see. Oh, well, no big deal. Okay, well, I might just go ahead and call it here. Because, yeah, like I said, I already accomplished what I set out to do. And, okay, well, let me see here. Maybe that is why they did name them Bouncy Twins in the first place. Well, the only thing I can tell you about that stage was there were a bunch of like these little trampoline things everywhere. So the bouncy part makes sense, but why is it called the Bouncy Twins? I saw the bouncy, but where were the twins? You know. That's why the name doesn't make sense to me. They could have called it anything else. They could have called it the Bounce House, or the Bounce Pit, or I don't know, anything that has bounce in it. But no, they named it the Bouncy Twins. What is the twins here? Everything, there's just a bunch of these floating platforms. And, okay, I guess the name is Sweetly Twisted. But I think you do see where I'm going, though. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Of course, then again, I'm the same guy. Well, I'm the same guy who was talking to the same woman who was talking about how that one line in Cascada's "Every time we touch" makes no sense. And how we ended up talking about how there's a lot of lines in a lot of songs that don't make sense. Like that Ariana Grande song, "I'm dying like I'm alive tonight," or whatever. How do you die if you're alive? Because it's like Emiyashiro said, people die if they are killed. Or one of the other Cascada songs, "We're losing gravity, the power, or the party's about to ignite." What does that have to do with anything? Ignition and gravity have nothing to do with each other. But yeah, like, I don't know how long we were talking about how, like, we were thinking of all these songs where it's like, oh, what about this one where it makes no sense whatsoever, or how about this one? And like, she brought up "Every Time We Touch," she brought up "Fever," "I Don't Want Any Yes or No Maybe." Like, double negatives. It's like, so she's saying that she doesn't want a no, but she also doesn't want a maybe. So she's basically just telling you, I want you to say yes twice. Which also reminds me of this thing in Xenoblade Chronicles X. Yeah, I guess I'll just stay here and chat a bit. Where at the beginning of the game you have I already forgot what his name is, but you have this guy where you basically have to say yes to his quest, but you have the option to say no. And he's basically like, you said no. That means yes, right? And you could literally keep saying no over and over, and you're trapped in this never-ending loop of him basically saying, you said no, that means yes. And the game will not progress until you say yes. I don't remember how long I was there doing that. And I almost wish... Oh, well... Well, that one in themselves, they also have a very different battle system. Like Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one. That one actually legit confused me for a while. Until I looked up Chugga Conroy's Let's Play and he explained it like, oh, okay, well that kind of makes more sense. See, there we go again with more RPGs and battle systems that are kind of different. The one I'm talking about is Xenoblade Chronicles X, which has not seen a release or re-release since the original game came out on the Wii U. The first Xenoblade Chronicles at least had the Wii, the 3DS version, and then the remaster that came out in last year. Oh, so you did see a Let's Play on them. Well, that's good. So then you possibly know more about the games than I do. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of people who play Xenoblade Chronicles X. I watched Tom Fox stream it for a while, but then, well, I kind of lost track of his videos, and that's where I found out about the, you said no, that means yes, right? Because he kept doing that for a while until he got bored. And then, so when I got the game, I did that for a little while until I got bored. But unfortunately, this was before I had my capture card and all that. Otherwise, I totally wouldn't have minded trying to record that and seeing, like, how long I could keep going like that. Okay, so you remember some things about it. Well, considering I haven't gotten too far into the first Xenoblade Chronicles, and I just played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for about 2 hours just to make sure that the game worked, since I got it used. Yeah, I don't know too much about it. Other than Mithra is very cute and grumpy, and I love her. And yeah, that's about it. That's literally all I know about Xenoblade Chronicles 2, is just Mithra. Mithra, and I love her. Chronicles 1, well, I know more about that game since I've gotten at least, like, close to maybe a bit over 12 hours into it, maybe more. But once again, that is another game that I need to, well, thing is, I don't even know if I should get back to that one, since that was the 3DS version. I did buy the remaster for the Switch, which looks a hell of a lot better and supposedly adds some new things to it. So it's almost like, do I continue playing that, or like, you know, or do I move on to the new game and just kind of cut my losses with Xenoblade Chronicles 3DS? You know, I don't know. And, well, I wouldn't say that he's completely like Kaepora Gaebora from Ocarina of Time. With him, it's like, well, you're locked in an endless loop if you button mash, and when he asks you, did you get all that, and you say no, and he tells you that again. With this guy, he's literally asking you, like, do you understand, or do you agree with me, or whatever? And you can say no, and then he's like, you said no. That means yes, right? And he doesn't, like, go on this whole spiel about whatever he was talking about again. So, not totally like Kaepora Gaebora, but it is hilarious to me how, like, what kind of logic is that where you tell a person no, and then the person's like, you said no, that means yes, right? And you can literally, like, I imagine you could be there for literal hours just saying no over and over again. And he'll keep saying, you said no, that means yes. Like, what logic is that? Of course, well, I'm not going to try it. Well, as it is, I'm already way past that part in the game anyway. Or, well, I'm past that part in the game. Like I said, I have not played that game in forever. I don't even remember. I don't remember too much anymore. The only thing I remember was I ended up making my character in that game look like a cross of... what am I trying to say? Like if Anakin Skywalker and Sailor Mars had a kid. That's the best way I can describe him. And let's see, and if you say no to this guy, you are also in a sort of loop. Yeah, it's at least similar in that regard. Although, I don't know if... Well, I guess you... In theory, I guess you could be in an endless loop with Kaepora Gaebora. Except the loop would probably take much longer because he keeps explaining everything to you, and then, did you get all that? And then you say no, and then he explains it again, and then, did you get all that? No. Then he again and again and again until... I don't know. Like, a part of me almost wonders if someone has tried to see, like, could you literally be in an endless loop, or would the game just, like, kind of stop after a while, like, okay, yeah, that's enough, you should have had it. You should understand by now. We've explained this to you like 200 times. Come on. Or who knows, maybe someone out there does need 200 times. I don't know. But yeah, with this guy whose name I can't even remember, he's asking you something, and yeah, He doesn't explain himself again, he just keeps asking you. I don't remember what his exact words were, but the main gist of what he says after you say no to him is basically like, you said no, that means yes. And unfortunately, like I mentioned, there's not a whole lot of people who've played Xenoblade Chronicles X on YouTube. And like I said, Tom Fox at least played it for a little while, but I don't know if he completed it or like what happened. I'd like to imagine he did. But considering how many streams he had of that and how long it would take me to watch it all, like, yeah, it would take me forever. And that's also assuming that he did put the streams on YouTube. I think he did, but I can't even remember anymore. There's just... yeah, there's a lot of... like, my memory isn't the best as it is, so... and... yeah, well, I know Tom Fox is still around. I know he was playing Persona 5 Royal and Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, yep, he's still around. He's still streaming. I'm just not able to watch him like I used to. Which is kind of sad since I used to love his videos. What was first? In terms of release, it was Xenoblade Chronicles 1, then X on the Wii U. Or, hold on, let's go back. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 on the Wii, Chronicles X on Wii U, and then Xenoblade Chronicles 3DS, then Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for the Switch. And then the expansion pack for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and then finally the remastered Xenoblade Chronicles 1 for the Switch. So basically it's 1x2. With a few re-releases of number 1 thrown in there. But yeah, out of those games, Xenoblade Chronicles X is the one that I see talked about the least. In terms of like how many videos I can find of it, or how many people are talking about it. Like, I still see a lot of people who talk about Chronicles 2, especially with the Pyra versus Mithra debates, which is the best girl. You know, that kind of stuff. And a lot of people who have been wanting to see Rex make it into Smash Brothers. And, well, there's always still, like, memes from the original Xenoblade Chronicles thrown out there. Like, of course, one of my favorites being, "It's Rhine time." So, at least to some degree, yeah, 1x2 put him... yeah, it does look like it does sound like a multiplication problem. But anyways, well, what I'm trying to more or less say is, there are still people at least talking about 1 and 2 to some extent. Whether it's jokes, or memes, or fan arts, or debates on who's the best girl, there's people talking about those games. But I never see anyone talking about Chronicles X. Like, ever. Other than people saying, like, hey, they should totally re-release Chronicles X on the Switch. Why haven't they released it yet? It would be a good opportunity for them to do that. They should do that, like, really soon. That's all I really hear about Chronicles X. It's just people saying they want it on the Switch. But otherwise, I mean, they don't say anything about the game itself. Like, no debates on, like, Elmira's the best girl, or how one of the characters has literally the Monado as a hair clip in her hair, or anything like that. Like, nope. I mean, I used to see that when it first came out, but then after that, it just kind of went silent. And then once the Switch came about, and a lot of games that were exclusive to the Wii U started coming out on the Switch, that's when some people were like, hey, you know, there's this game called Xenoblade Chronicles X. Why hasn't that been put out on the Switch yet? Effectively making the Wii U entirely pointless. Because, yeah, a lot of the games that were exclusive to the Wii U are at least on the Switch to some capacity now. Or they're going to be. Like the potential... Or, no, it is going to come out, the Super Mario 3D World with Bowser's Fury. But you see, that was a Wii U game, but now it's going to have more added content to it. So what's really the point of owning the original game now? And then recently they put out Pikmin 3, which was another Wii U exclusive. Pikmin 3 Deluxe. And it had, I think it had all the what do you call it, all the DLC thrown in as well as a bonus. I just haven't been able to get it yet, because, again, like, right now, I can't exactly, like, go after too many games right now. Which is kind of sad, since I do want to support the Pikmin games, since I would like to see them make more Pikmin games. And more than just, hey, Pikmin. Because, in a sense, like, it's kind of a test to see if people want more of this content or not. But then at the same time, I'm just one person, so me buying one copy might not really make that world of a difference, as compared to 100 or 1,000 people buying a copy each. They say they should also re-release Super Mario Land and Wario Land games with a facelift. Yeah, I would love to see that. I don't know, well, yeah, I don't know why. The closest we got to that was Wario Land Shake It, which I guess is kind of a sequel to the Wario Land series, or part of it, I don't know exactly. But that's the closest we've gotten. But I don't know, anything could happen. They did make that re-release of Link's Awakening for the Switch, which was a GB classic. And I'm kind of surprised that they did that. I think a lot of people were surprised. But especially since, like, Super Mario Land 2 was the first game I ever played and owned. Like, I would not mind seeing that game remade, since at least the game does kind of have a special place for me. I still have the original cart of it. It still works, too. At least, I hope it still does. Okay, so... yeah, because over here they never called it Wario Land 5. They just called it Wario Land Shake It. There was never, like, Wario Land 5 Shake It. Like, there was no subtitle or whatever for that. It was just simply Wario Land Shake It. And I know that they did reuse a lot of characters from Shake It. Or at least I could have sworn they had. I have not played that game in years. But I think Captain Syrup was supposed to... actually, yeah, what am I saying? She was in that game, so... yeah, Captain Syrup totally was in that game. Oh, so... the same in Europe. Okay, well... yeah. So... that's why I wasn't too sure, like... if it was part of the Wario Land series. The same way, like, we have Super Mario 3D Land, but it's not related to the original Super Mario Land, like, at all. And then we have Super Mario 3D World, which is not related to the original Super Mario World. And yeah, I remember her from being in those games. She was a pretty big part in Wario Land 2, another game that I still own in its original cartridge. But yeah, I could have sworn that she was in Shake It. I don't remember how, but I just remember seeing her. So my point being is that they used a lot of characters from the Wario Land games in that game, so that's why I figured it's at least related to it somehow. And yeah, Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, that was the subtitle for that one. But yeah, well, I don't quite know what their thought process is when they decide what games to re-release or remake. So yeah, I can't say. I would like for them to show love to those games, especially since I grew up with those games, but I don't know. But I guess as my aunt used to say never, right? They did make that Link's Awakening remake for the Switch. And as much as, like, yeah, nobody was expecting that, and it might not be, like, what people were expecting in terms of, like, the graphics style. I mean, they still did it, so you can't deny that they did give that game some attention. And who knows if they could give that same attention to any other GB games, like the Wario Land games. For now, though, I guess the only sort of attention they've given them is the fact that you can get them all on the 3DS Virtual Console. Until, of course, I don't know if and when they're going to take down the Virtual Console for the 3DS, at least the eShop. Because I heard that they were starting to shut down the eShop for some places. They haven't announced it, at least in too many places as far as I'm aware. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, you're right. Well, yeah, Mario Land 1 and 2 didn't really have too many of those sort of moves. In fact, a lot of the stuff you had in 2 never came back. Like, instead of the fire flower, you had the feather. Or the bunny ears. And, of course, in Mario Land 1, you had the... instead of the fireballs, you just had those balls. Regular bouncing ball things. That never came back. Or the fact that when you got a superstar in that game, it would play the can, you know, da 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 da, versus the actual Invincibility Star music. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that didn't really come back from either of those games. And then, yeah, the ground pound from Wario Land. And how that became a thing. So, I guess at the very least you could say the Wario Land games have that bit of a lasting legacy on the Mario games. While the Mario Land games, it gave us Wario and Daisy. Otherwise, yeah, it's like not very much really ever came back from either of those games. But yeah, so far it's like the only other way. Okay, the Super Balls. Okay, there we go. I knew that it was something like that, but I couldn't remember. But yeah, I mean, the Super Ball power-up never came back. It only was in that one game ever. Same as with the bunny hat, or well, the carrot that turns you into Bunny Mario. Almost said Barrio. Combining Bunny Mario. Yeah, so... Well, it is officially 4 o'clock. Well, so I guess I might just have to call the stream here. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with whatever else I do. Stay golden, and later, folks.